There you are. Welcome to Zen Fits here in Blackstone, Virginia, the center of the world. And I've got my mic on, keeping dementia at bay. The title of today's talk is Truth is Demonstrated, Not Described. Truth is demonstrated, not described. I listened to the Tay shows or Zen talks of Albert Lowe, Montreal Zen Center, and because his talks are given, Tay shows are given during sesshin, so they are motivational Zen talks, and they're not informational. They're not something to learn by. They're talks to be motivated by, talks to see by. And one of the stages, or one of the Zen rituals of sesshin, which is a 3-day or 7-day meditation, kind of like a boot camp, is dokusan. Now, dokusan is a Japanese word, but in dokusan, you go see the teacher, bow, and he asks you a question. He wants you to demonstrate your practice, not describe it. He wants you to show where you are in your practice, but not tell where you are. And this is always, I've never been to a Zen center, but this is always terrifying to me. To go see the teacher, show me your practice, but don't tell me about it. What? How do you do that? So this is basically this is a Zen wants a non-verbal truth, not a verbal truth, not a philosophy, not a description, not a theory, not speculation, not imagination, not abstraction. Demonstrate it. Demonstrate it, you see. Be your truth. Demonstrate it. This really blows our mind, you see, because we think in words. We live in a reality of words, and words describe. So how do you demonstrate your truth without describing it, you see? This is very frustrating for Facebook, because Facebook is all about describing, using words, you see. Anyway, this is so anyway, demonstrate the truth. So where can we go? Well, one Zen question was, the monk asked the master, how did you become awakened? And he said, by watching my cat. And that's been copied. I think Eckhart Tolle said that too. By watching my cat. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that your pet demonstrate truth. They don't describe it because they don't have any language. So the dog is going to demonstrate that he has to pee. He's not going to say, oh, I got to pee. You see, he demonstrates it. So animals demonstrate their truth. And it's a rare human that can read the demonstration. If you can read the truth of animals, you'll bond with the animal. See, but we humans come to the animal with words. We come to the world with words. And we try to make the world fit our words, our description. So there's a constant separation here, a constant angst, a constant frustration, because we humans live in a consciousness that is structured by words. Words are the operating system of consciousness, but reality has no words. Existence has no language. Reality doesn't describe itself. Reality demonstrates itself. So we're at a loss, you see, because we come to reality with words, but reality is demonstrating truth, and we can't read it. We will interpret the demonstration with our words. So no matter what we do in consciousness, we're out of sync with reality, because reality has no words. This is why mutes, people, deaf people, see the world differently from us because they can't use words. They have to demonstrate. Even the sign language is demonstration, you see. The body language, you see. We're like dead from the neck down. We're like everything's cut off here. We just talk, you see, just words. Wah, blah, 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 wada, 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 wada. The body's disconnected, you see. But to speak the language of demonstration, you see, the body and the mind have to be one, which is demonstration. So Zen is a teaching that does not teach through words. Zen is a demonstration of truth, and that's why everybody thinks it's so stupid or mysterious or enigmatic, you see. We can't figure it out. It doesn't tell you what it is. It demonstrates it. So all of the Zen koans are kind of like our cat. The Zen koan is demonstrating a truth that we cannot see or understand with our word mind. So we have to drop our word mind in order to see the demonstration of truth, which is reality. So the Zen koan is a package of a contradiction, and the monk comes to the master with a contradiction. He comes with words. He wants truth described. He wants to be told what the truth is. So the monk comes with the word mind, and he says, "What is Buddha?" So he wants words. Give me some words that describe the Buddha. Or the monk comes and says the monk comes to the Buddha and says, "I don't want words or no words. I don't want words or silence." What is the teaching? So what is the teaching beyond words and no words? And the Buddha just sits, and the monk bows and thanks him for he is awakened, you see. The Buddha just sits. Or the monk comes to the master and says, what is Buddha? And Uman says, a shit stick. Or a bagel. Ooh, what is that? Or the master says, what is the way? The monk says, and the master says, the oak tree in the garden. Or the kitchen sink is the way. What? The mind, the word mind, the thinking mind, the language mind can't compute it. It can't figure. This is stupid. So we just go on and say, well, Zen is just silly stuff. So we can't read the cat, you see. We can't read the dog nonverbal language when it wants to pee, so the dog pees on the floor. And so nature is nonverbal. Nature demonstrates it, acts out its truth. It's action, not words, you see. So truth is demonstrated, not described. But we live in a descriptive world, you see. Everything is described. Everything is put in an abstract context of words. And words relate to words. So there's no way of getting out of words because words can only relate to words. Words can only be defined by more words. You go to a dictionary. What is the meaning of this? Well, it gives you 3 or 4 options, you see, but they're all words. So we're just lost in a ping pong game of words hitting words against each other, you see. Pom, 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 pom. And the only way out of that is to see the ping pong game from the bench. And if you look at it from the bench, you say, well, this is stupid. What are they hitting the ball back and forth together? Or football. Like football, we love football because we're caught up within the game. And the plays are described, and the teams have names and histories and stats. I was waiting for my chicken at Velcro at a place yesterday, and the two employees there who were serving the chicken were just bantering back and forth about sports, and they knew all the. I was amazed at the data they had accumulated, and their minds were filled with past games and the players and this and that, and they were just laughing and bantering back and forth, throwing data back and forth at each other. They're just throwing words back and forth. And I was kind of like standing there watching it, you know. And it was actually meaningless. It had meaning to them because they were within the cocoon of the words and the data and the status. You see, but from the reality, from the demonstration of it, there was the kitchen. There was the. It was in a. Never mind. Anyway, from the viewpoint of me watching this banter going on, it was unreal. It was unreal. I remember the first time I encountered this unreality of words, people caught in words, was when I was driving a meat truck and I pulled up to the back of a meat packing plant, and I was waiting for them to, the workers on the back, and there were some local black guys, and their dialect was, and their banter was impenetrable. I mean, they knew what it was, but for me, I had no idea what it was. So in other words, all I could see was people talking. You can see this with other people with another language. You have no idea what the words mean, but you see what they're doing. You see the demonstration of the truth. You don't see what their truth, what the word truth is, because you don't understand the words. So we all have moments like that when we see foreigners talking or whatever, and you go, bah, 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 you know. And I saw these two guys while I was waiting for the chicken to cook, going, wow, 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 you know, throwing data back and forth, getting all excited about it. The only reality, the only thing that was real was the chicken. The only thing that was real was that the chicken was cooking. That was the only thing that was real. I got a phone call. Anyway, I'll close with that. Watch your cat. You can awaken by watching a cat.